Good morning, grade 7. How are you? I hope that you are okay and in a good health. I miss you so much. We finished 4 lessons till now, and we are not going to take any more new lessons. So, we are going to start the final revision for the exams. I sent you the worksheet answered on Class Dodo and also on WhatsApp. And I want to tell you that you have to study just from the worksheet. 4 lessons from the worksheet. Today we are going to revise together the first lesson. So pay attention with me, please. First lesson, which was more about the Memluk. It's in Unit 2, States Rise and Fall. First one, the Memluks were originally Turkish. They were Turkish slaves who were trained and then employed by the Islamic State as soldiers. I want you to study the sentence carefully because in the exam it's not sure that this will be the plank. It may be that one or that one. So I want you to study just the worksheet but study it carefully. So the first one, the Memluks were originally Turkish slaves who were trained and then employed by the Islamic State as soldiers. Number 2, the practice of employing slaves as soldiers was started in Baghdad. Yes, to employ the slave as a soldier first started in Baghdad in the 9th century by Caliph Al-Mu'tasim. This is also important. The practice of employing slaves as soldiers started in Baghdad when in the 9th century by Caliph Al-Mu'tasim. Number 3, the Memluks encouraged scholarship and the development of art and architecture. Yes, they were interested in knowledge, so they encouraged scholarship and also how to develop art and architecture. Number 4, the Memluk were skilled archers. There is no in here, it's a mistake. The Memluk were skilled archers. And what is the meaning of archers? We said it before. Yes, very good. He is a person who shoots with a bow and... Okay. Number 5. The Mamluk Sultans ruled Egypt from when to when? We are now speaking about the period in which or through which the Mamluk Sultans ruled Egypt. It's from 1260 AD until 1517 AD. Number 6. The Turkish Mamluk came from the northern areas around the Black Sea. Number 7. Who died in 1250 AD? It was Sultan as-Salih. Sultan as-Salih. Okay. Now about the choose the best answer. And girls here, fill in the blank. There will not be choices to write it down from. So it's fill in the blank. Okay, now choose the best answer. Caliph Al-Mu'tasim, who ruled from 833 AD until 842 AD. The most exceptional Memluk leaders of the time were who and Sultan al-Zahar papers? Yes, 2 of the leaders, and they were the most exceptional Memluk leaders in that time, and they were Safiyuddin Qudus and Sultan al-Zahir papers. Safiyuddin Qudus and Sultan al-Zahir papers. 3. Who made Egypt into the political, cultural, and economic Arab Islamic world? Yes, it was the Mamluk Sultan. They made Egypt into the political, cultural, and economic center of the Arab Islamic world. Number 4. The first era of the Mamluk rule in Egypt, it was Turkish era. Number 5. The Circassian era is also referred to as the Persi era. Now write true or false. Young Mamluk slaves were brought to Egypt to be trained as soldiers. Yes, it is true. Number 2. During the certain periods in history, the Mamluks were not able to form their own ruling dynasty in places like Egypt, Syria, Iraq, and India. False. Of course, they were able to make and to rule their dynasties in these places. Number 3. The exceptional Mamluk leaders of the time were, as we said before, Sultan Safiuddin Qutuz and Sultan al-Zahir Baybars. The patron could have been an emir or sultan. Yes, it's true. And as we said, what is the meaning of the patron? The patron is the person who bought that slave. Number 5. Egypt became part of the Ottoman state in 1570 AD. No, it's 1517 AD, not 1570. Okay? And of course, pay attention to correction, to correct the mistake. Number 6. Historians usually divide the Mamluk rule in Egypt into 4 eras. No, into just 2 eras. And as we know, these 2 eras were the Turkish era, which was from 1250 AD to 1382 AD, and also refers at the Bari era, and also the Circassian era, which was from 1382 to 1517, and also referred to as the Persi era. These are the 2 eras that the historians usually divide the Mamluk rules in Egypt into these 2 eras. Okay? After that, answer the following question. Question number 1. Who were the Mamluks? And of course, you are not, or you don't have to memorize exactly this. Okay? You can understand and write from your understanding. The Mamluk were originally Turkish slaves who were trained and then employed by the Islamic State as soldiers. Number 2. What was the aim to bring young Mamluk slaves to Egypt? Yeah, they were brought to be trained as soldiers, and the aim is to make them into good fighters who could be trusted to follow the orders. Again, it's an important question. What is the aim to bring young Mamluks slaves to Egypt? In the beginning, they were brought to be trained as soldiers, and the aim is to make them into good fighters who could be trusted to follow the orders. Number 3. What were the privileges of the Mamluk officers? They were entitled to a piece of land to a certain period of time. Number 5. Divide the Mamluk rule in Egypt into 2 eras. Yes, that's what we just said now. First is the Turkish era from 1250 AD to 1382 AD, known as the Bari era. And number 2, the Circassian era from 1382 AD until 1517 AD, known as the Purdy era. Okay, the last question here is other Islamic states at the time of the Memluks. We have here 4 Islamic states at that time. First one is the Timurids, a dynasty founded by the Mongol leader Timur-Lenk. And the second one is the Ottoman state, which by this stage included modern-day Turkey, Greece, and other parts of Europe. Number 3, the Maronids, Zionids, and Hafsids in North Africa. And the last one, the Bani al-Almar in Spain. Okay, these for the other Islamic states at the time of the Memluks. Like this, we finished revising the first lesson. Revised it carefully, and if you have any other question, thank you, grade 7, very much for listening. Thank you so much, and goodbye.